Tell these youngsters how to get out from the hood.
How to get out the hood? Shit.
Bro.
I don't know,
Stack
goddamn
your
it.
money, bro.
Stack your
Save,
money.
bro.
Take your
I'm
ass to
telling you,
work.
bro.
A lot of
Bro,
these kids don't want to go
stack
to
your
work.
shit, bro, on God. Like, don't go out with friends, bro. That shit ain't working on God, bro. Stack your money on God.
Beaver, is that your
Say
ex-girlfriend?
that shit.
Might be.
What's up?
What you got? What's the question?
How do you get out from the hood?
This dude's like
How
8
do you
foot.
get out from the hood?
This is Duncan, Chris Duncan
I
right
don't
here.
know. I didn't grow up there.
You ain't never been to the hood before. You gotta come to the hood sometime.
No, I mean, I'm down.
Yeah.
What?
I'll be there.
Fucking, I'll get down. Fucking fofos, I'm tipping. Wood grain, I'm gripping. You ain't switching with the pager. Turn your neck in your dame missing. Me and Slim, we ain't tricking. I'm finger flipping and sword stepping like do it down. I'm cold pipping. Car stop rim, keep spinning. I'm flipping, driving invisible top. Hose down my drop step out. I'm shaking the block with 418. Candy green with 11 screen. My gasoline always supreme. Hell yeah. Let's
That's how to escape the hood right there, because that guy got shot shortly after that, believe it or not.
I want to meet that guy.
Oh, the best part is he's wearing a fucking polo. Like, how many people in the hood wear polos? Like,
I think me and that guy would get along. Like that guy is me.
I think you are that guy.
Yeah, I mean that's me at Blink 182, Lil Wayne. That was me.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, welcome to Highly Inappropriate. Tonight, we've got a lot on the plate, guys. Tiger King has a new dating show. Elliot Beaver is going to sign up. Beaver, I think you should, as a joke. I think you should fully submit a entry into Tiger King. Try
Who's
to be
joking here?
Husband of okay, yeah, who's joking? You're right. Germany has a hooker shortage, so unfortunately, Rob will not be going back to Germany anytime soon. The transgender Olympics are getting ready to start, and unfortunately, Chris Duncan, you do not have the best curb in Carthage, Indiana. This is highly inappropriate.
Fucked. Just this fucking cock. Maybe
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to Highly Inappropriate.
I don't think she's going to be expecting something big, do you?
What, like anal?
Whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Highly Inappropriate.
All right, so let me get this straight. So I'm going to pay for a blowjob and I got to pay for a goddamn hotel room too? Well, that just seems like I'm spending too much money for nothing. I got a house. You can just get your ass over here and I can just do the blowjob here.
Highly Inappropriate.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
They can kiss my fat vagina, because I'm bringing the motherfucking pain.
Welcome, motherfucker. What the hell's going on here? Can I get this shit figured out? Okay, we're good. We're back. We're live. All right. Welcome to Highly Inappropriate. And Duncan, just right off the bat, well, first and foremost, what the fuck is this curb appeal contest? And why didn't you win? What's going on here, bub?
I don't know. It's something new they're doing around here, and they've gave out 2 of them the past 2 months. And we keep getting hosed. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm pretty sure that we were better than both the houses that have won it so far. It's a sad situation. I mean, it's got us pretty down about it. You know, my wife, a lot of sweat and tears in there, a lot of mowing by me. And I mean, at this point, I mean, I know how Kanye felt when Taylor beat Beyonce at the VMAs. Like, I almost want to show up to the photo shoot.
Yeah, you need to show up to the parade there in Carthage and
Dunk,
Mike.
I know where you fucked up, Dunk. You didn't take some of your AMC stock and pay off the motherfuckers.
That is true, and like bribe and win it like with some money, like a money bribe.
Yeah,
I mean, curb appeal. So like, so it's like you're in a town infested by drugs, and it's like, which house looks most homely? What is this? Like, how do you win? Like, what are they looking for here?
Just, I guess, curb appeal. I don't know, and I mean, like flowers and landscaping and stuff like that. But boys, I don't want to not talk about how mad I am about this curb appeal, but I got the garage door open, and we might have a situation brewing.
Tornado. We're going to be mid-podcast, and just we're going to lose power. I know it for sure. It's been 2 weeks without us, guys, and you're going to get cut off. You're going to get cucked by Mother Nature tonight. So
I have a feeling I might lose power. I lose power quite a bit here in Carthage.
Yeah, mid-stroke, too.
Good curb appeal, but not good electrical towers.
That's what your wife said. You lose power a lot mid-stroke. So,
well, the good news is at least you still have a working toilet at this moment.
Yeah, Dunk. Thank God. Yeah, unfortunately, we are Joshless tonight because he Either one took a shit that was too massive, or he exploded the toilet somehow. So he's currently fixing the toilet. That might be his excuse. He
Might
might
possibly still join.
Yeah, he says he might possibly still join. My guess is he might have plumbing issues next week too. So this,
Yeah, I mean, if you listen closely, you can hear like water running outside, and Josh's house that's coming out from one of his doors.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it right now. Shit water just pouring out the side of his house. It's not a good scene over there in the Hildebrand house. So hopefully he gets it together. I think it's karma for not buying a car off your brother. He provided a truck at Matt's brother's dealership, Goose. Great, good Ford. His doppelganger. Like, it was for him to buy a car off of him.
I mean,
the picture and the content could have been hilarious. He didn't even talk to him. I mean, what are we doing?
I mean, can you imagine Josh's face as he's signing the deal for this new truck, and my brother walks around the corner like, what the fuck, dude? My brother even texted me. He's like, hey, Josh just bought a truck from some fucking lousy ass salesman here. And I text Josh. Well, I text the group. I was like, hey, Josh, you just stiffed my brother. You just cost him $1,000. What's up?
He felt bad. He really did.
Oh, no, I'm sure he didn't mean it, but
yeah, he felt bad.
Yeah, I mean, my brother's it's gonna take years for him to get over that. So, by the way, yeah, no twins, no more. Welcome
he
to
may never financially recover.
Yeah, we might. I mean, I for sure am not. I mean, that's my support money. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to Highly Inappropriate. It's been a great week, Duncan. Anything else interesting happened to you this week, buddy? What'd you do for the 4th of July? Because we had a big holiday last week. I had a great couple weeks, but what happened for 4th of July? Did you watch some fireworks? Did you set anything on fire? Did you and your wife create your own fireworks? What's going on, buddy?
Negative on all those. Not to cuck you, because I mean I've seen the notes, but I'm with
rain is aggressive right now. Is that rain in the background right now?
Dude, it's a tornado out there. I'm sitting here watching out this garage door, and I'm seeing trees leaning. It's a scary situation going on.
It sounds like you have a shower in your garage right now. Like Josh is not fixing plumbing. Josh is taking a shower in the corner.
I mean, Josh does not get this plumbing. It's messing up the sound on the show and everything. Like, I mean, water is running out of windows at this point at Josh's house.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I didn't do much on 4th of July, man. I was off of work like we had talked about, Thursday and stuff, but I chilled, man. Didn't really feel like doing much, and it was awesome to not do anything and just relax. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I did a little bit of relaxing. Beaver, we started off the 4th of July weekend with a bang. I hit up Beaver. We decided that we're gonna take the kayaks out. We went to Blues Canoes in Edinburgh. Real quick into our trip, Beaver, can you kind of explain what happened? Because it kind of caught me off guard, and it looked choreographed. It looked almost fake the way Beaver tipped into the water, because it looks like he leaned to one side and just dunked in. I said, maybe Beaver wanted to get wet. He's a fucking beaver. Beaver, can you explain what happened here, bub?
Oh, I was going through some rough water and decided to lean a little bit too much one way, and next thing you know, I'm fucking taking on water real bad.
Taking on water. You did a full flip. He's taking on water. He did a full
I did.
He went. I was like, what the fuck?
Did you get did your whole thing go upside down?
Beaver. I kind of.
It all flipped.
Can I take over from this point?
I mean, you can.
Let me explain.
You're the one that got to see it firsthand. I was too busy taking on so much water.
So I'm thinking, the water was up a little bit. We actually had to call that morning to make sure we could still go down the river, because the day before, they said the water was way too high. So anytime the water's high, it can be a little rough. So luckily, we called that morning. They said the water's fine. But of course, if it's a little higher than where it quote unquote normally is, there can be some rapid areas. So Beaver. We hit a good little area of rapids where the water's moving pretty quickly. So all I know, I see Beaver tip right in front of me. And so I go around Beaver, and I'm like, I'm paddling super slow, thinking Beaver's going to, jump back in his boat, and we're going to be fucking fine and dandy. So, I probably get about 200 or 300 yards in front of Beaver, and I look back, and this asshole is, first and foremost, like, I don't even see his canoe, or I don't even see his kayak at this point, and, like, he's just, like, treading water. He's barely holding his kayak above water, because it's taken on so much water, and he's trying to hold this fucking thing up. He's trying to go to the side, trying to go to the bank. There's a couple banks that he can go to, etc. And I'm sitting there, and by the way, the river's packed with people. So, like, there's people just passing them, and I'm like, hey, is my friend up there? Is he
It's
alive?
always wonderful when you got people going by asking, you okay? You okay? And you're like, yeah, thanks.
So the best part is like, okay, I was like, I'm going to have to figure out how to help this fucking jackass. So I had to turn around and paddle upstream, and not just a normal river. This thing was fucking going. So it took me probably 5 or 10 minutes just to get to Beaver. And by this point, he's got his kayak on the bank. It's full of fucking water. And I asked Beaver, I said, did you lose anything? And Beaver, what was your initial answer? You kind of.
I lost my speaker, is what I said originally.
Yeah, he said he lost the speaker. I said, okay, anything else? And he was kind of, he was non-committal on the answer. Well, Beaver's kind of on the sidelines. He's really struggling to get his boat, like, emptied out of water, because you lost some shoes, right? You lost your shoes?
I did lose my water shoes.
I did find one of his soles. I went and looked for his shoes. I found a sole. I did not find the shoe, unfortunately. Came back to Beaver. I'm trying to help this motherfucker flip his kayak back over because it's full of water. Struggling real bad. He finally gets this fucking bastard flipped over, emptied out. He gets back in, and we're kind of floating down the river a little bit. And I was like, Beaver, I'm like, you got your phone, right? I lost his phone.
Yep.
What iPhone did you have, by the way?
It was an 11.
Okay, so at least you got a 12. You got to I just upgraded the 12 too, by the way. It's supposed to be in tomorrow, but
yeah, I upgraded to it, which I was fine. I was fine because I was due for an upgrade at some point in time. The only problem that I had was I thought I had saved all my shit to like the cloud and to my computer. I thought I had it backed up and all that.
You lost all his dick pics.
I lost all my pics and I lost all my contacts. So
he lost approximately 3,000 pictures of his cat and approximately 17 different angles of his penis. So
yeah, pretty much.
If you guys could say a prayer for Elliot Beaver this week, it'd be much appreciated because he's going through a hard time right now. Like it's a lot.
Funny part was I had to ask Matt to like try to find a store for me. I asked him that. And after going around Taco Bell for like God knows how long, finally he's like, Beaver, there's a store there on 31, blah, 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 blah. And I get to the store and come to find out I was not an authorized user on the account and I couldn't get it without my mother making me one.
Oh,
and so
no.
I'm sitting there trying to call her from the store phone. I did it like at least
Your
like
mom's
10
like,
times.
who the fuck is calling me right now?
No fucking answer whatsoever. I tried her, I tried dad, no answer. Finally, I go and drop the kayaks off with the trailer, and I go over to my sister's place because she's like real close to their place where I drop it off. And I ask her, so can I use your phone to try to call mom? She's like, yeah, I bet she answers like in 2 seconds. Wouldn't you know it? She answered within like 2 seconds. And I was like, thanks for answering, mom.
What a great this was the 4th of July, by the way. This is Monday, the 4th of July. So what a great way to start off with some fireworks. Beaver takes a dive in the river like his ancestors. He is a beaver, jumps in the water, gets a little wet. Oh, it was hilarious.
But
I mean,
I do have a Bluetooth speaker with the clip on now, so at least I'm good on the speaker part.
Oh, the best part, like, and I'm trying to be a supportive friend, but like I am guarding my laughter, and especially when this asshole like can barely keep his boat above water because it's full of water. It's taking on water. It's about to sink. He's got the Titanic under his arm, and he's trying to keep.
Had to pull the plug. Had to pull the plug.
I'm sitting there like, trying to help, like, trying to be supportive. And I keep looking over. There's like people passing, checking on them. Of course, that's the most frustrating thing. If you're ever in dire need, like where you fuck something up, and everybody that's passing you is asking you for help. And, obviously you need help, but you don't want to ask for help because, you're a man, and men, we have problems asking for help. And so people are passing, and I have to keep turning my head because I'm laughing so goddamn hard.
I will say I did feel slightly better because I did see another gentleman flip his kayak later down the line as well. So I was like, hey, at least I'm not the only one that did it today.
That's crazy, dude. Didn't you put your phone in like a plastic bag, like a Ziploc bag?
Originally, I had
Yes,
originally I had it in my back area that was encased with the rest of my stuff, but I took it out for like music purposes.
Trying to get cute.
I did get cute with it, and it fucked me. So
yeah, I mean, we have these plastic coverings going on our phone. We got them originally when we were in Florida.
I can't find mine
to
anywhere.
go jet skiing. You know, like you can put your phone in the little pouch and it goes over your neck. And I even told Beaver about his Bluetooth speaker. I said, Beaver, I see you need to find a way to attach that to the boat. You know, and he got
It's got these straps on the front.
He got a little smart by putting it under the bungee cords on a kayak. I said, no, but you got to use like, get you like
but the speaker wasn't working properly, so I was fucking around with it. It also didn't help that I had that drink that I couldn't put it anywhere. And I couldn't like move very well the entire time because there's no cup holders on those things. So it was just a messed up situation that I fucked up.
Yeah. Not to mention there was a bunch of kamikaze dragonflies on the river. Like, I mean, I'm talking big some bitches just landing on you left and right.
Okay, they bite you and shit, dude. And lay eggs.
I mean, here I am. I've got my phone protected. I'm good as shit. I even got, a full bag of weed. I'm smoking like a chimney going down the river. Like, that's the best part is like, I was so concerned about taking a hit off of my pipe. Like, I'm trying to paddle back the river, and I'm like sitting here watching him struggle and I'm sitting here smoking. I was having a great time, Beaver.
Other than my little situation, I had a great time.
Yeah, he's talking about the spot he found on his penis, not falling into the river, by the way.
Hey, Josh just pulled up with a new toilet, I think, boys.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Thanks for the update, Dunk.
I mean, oh, go ahead, buddy.
He just pulled up in his brand new truck, and guess who he didn't buy it off of?
He didn't buy it off my. That was not a Goose Luck truck. The Goose, if you're listening, my brother.
Nice that fucking ride, dude. It really is.
Good, man. I'm glad he got a nice little truck.
I'm glad he sold his soul. Yeah, to have a nice truck.
Greg might come slit his tires in the middle of the night, but whatever. At least the rest of it drives. Other than that, had the daughter all week after our little kayaking adventure. I took her to this place called Explore Brown County, and I must say, like, I didn't get to enjoy any of the festivities there at the actual campground, but they have like a high ropes course where you're like 40, 50 feet up and zip lining through the trees in Brown County. So I want to go back and try that. And you can also rent ATVs and take them through the woods as well down there.
Oh, ATVs.
ATVs, yeah. Well, they got ATVs. So they have four-wheelers and side-by-sides, gators, whatever you want to call them. There's a bunch of different, options you have out there. Place is super neat. They've got cabins, very affordable cabins. I mean, this little cabin I stayed in was twice as nice as the last one I stayed in. Air conditioning, it had indoor plumbing, and it had a shitter, which is real nice. When you get a cabin with a shitter and you don't have to walk through a campground in the middle of the night and take a poop, because I'm telling you, I went camping with Taylor in February. We went to Turkey Run. I don't know if I told this on the podcast, but I had to shit. I mean, every morning, it's clockwork, 6 a.m. It's time to poop, like there's no stopping it. So I get out of the tent in February. It's like 20 degrees outside. Of course, I'm stubborn as hell. I'm not going to put all my winter clothes on to go take a shit. I'm just going to suffer for a half-mile walk to go take a poop, and I walk all the way to the bathrooms. These motherfuckers are locked. I'm like, oh my God. And like, at the whole other side of the campground is an outhouse. And I'm like, at this point, I'm not going to make it to the outhouse. So I go behind the shit house and I pull my pants down. I squat, lean against a tree, and I shit right there next to the tree. And I start looking for leaves to wipe my ass with. So I'm like, I'm not doing this again. So I got a cabin with indoor plumbing. And it was great. It was only like $65 a night. It was a steal, really. But I'm definitely going to go back to this place. It was a lot of fun.
Hey, boys, Josh not looking happy walking into the house.
Carrying that full shitter by itself.
He just looked at me and gave me a look walking in the back door, like the head shake, like, fuck my life, man.
These fucking kids. Hey, at least you're driving a brand new truck, Josh.
Hey, you sold your soul for.
Yeah. I didn't watch a single firework on the 4th of July. It may be the first time ever. Not a single. I don't think I've seen a single
Heard him, didn't
firework.
watch it.
Yeah, I DJ'd a party on Saturday. Well, Sunday. I can't remember Saturday or Sunday, and it must have been Saturday night, and there was fireworks going off next door. I heard them. I did not see it. I don't think I've seen this is no joke. I don't think I've seen a single firework this year.
I'm not lying. That's what I was saying. I didn't want to cut your notes, but I did not either. But I'm with you. I haven't heard them. I mean, you guys might be surprised, but
we're big supporters of America too. By the way,
the kind of demographic that lives here in Carthage, there's a lot of people that like to set fireworks off around here. So I definitely heard them through the night.
It's actually not fireworks around there. It's more meth lab explosions.
Yeah, there's a couple meth lab explosions.
It just sounds like fireworks.
There's a couple big shows going on around here for sure. They were going pretty deep into
Beaver, other than your dive in the water, what did you do for the 4th of July, buddy?
I tried to frantically search stores for phones and could not get that, and then basically ate some KFC and got really, really sick and started puking my guts out.
A couple rounds of masturbation in there, I'm sure. You got food poisoning?
I believe so. It was not a pleasant day and a half of
Beaver
time
celebrate America's birthday. Beaver fucking tips his kayak, can't get a brand new phone, loses his phone, loses a Bluetooth speaker. That day cost you, that $30 kayak trip cost him about $300, or probably more than that.
Oh, a lot more.
But KFC, like throwing up, that's not good. That does not sound good at all.
From experience, the worst thing ever to throw up is Cheez-Its.
That could be rough. I think I've done that before.
Yeah.
On my way home there in Greensburg, they got a place called Dairy Point, and I guess everybody at work
it's
was
like the meth head version of Dairy Queen. But go ahead.
But they're talking about it, and they have like this. It's called a super duper large shake or something like that, and it's like $8. And they were talking about it at work, and the guy was like, "Yeah, I got one, and I finished it, but I was like sick for like 6 hours." And it's like, dude, I would knock this thing out. I go in there, I order a super duper large hot fudge peanut butter shake. This thing comes out, it's like 65 ounces, dude.
Wow.
Of straight milkshake. And I housed it on the way to the house. And I didn't feel bad. I felt okay until I got here and I opened the door and got out to the heat and stood up. It was not pretty, boy.
You barely made it to the toilet, I guarantee it.
Well, I went a little bit when I got here, but I'm telling you right now, sometime either tonight or tomorrow morning, it's about to be
resurrection time.
It's not going to be good.
You know what? You can use Josh's new toilet.
Yeah, exactly. You got fresh toilet next door.
I have to go use it.
You might have to take a shit in the truck for him not buying that truck for my brother. Man. I mean, like maybe I'll do it. I'll do it for him. I gotta, get retribution for my brother. But
65 ounce shake is absolutely hurt. Just think of a big gulp from like the gas station.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
Milkshake. It's fucking huge. $8.
It should be called the Colon Destroyer, 64-ounce Colon Destroyer. I had one of those. Speaking of Turkey Run, I forget the little town that's next to Turkey Run, but we went to this little famous sports bar, and I will tell you, I will never go again because the wings were fucking awful. Probably some of the worst chicken wings I've ever had in my life. I wish I could out this place here on the show. Worst chicken wings I ever had in my life. I'm hearing some robot sex. What the hell's going on here? Worst chicken wings I had in my life. Then I got a raspberry shake, and this milk had to have been spoiled because it didn't even wait for me to get home, Dunk. Like I got halfway through this thing, and I blew up their toilet. So, and I didn't flush.
Shake does sound delicious, though.
What?
A raspberry shake. I don't think I've ever had
my favorite. Oh, it's my favorite. Yes.
I don't think I've ever even seen a raspberry.
Yeah. We'll go to Frosty Boy and New Pal. You can get you one that's not gonna send you to the shitter. So
I'm gonna do it next time I'm out. Next time in the milkshake game, I'm gonna ask if they have the raspberry.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of fucked up shit, I love the world today because you can not smoke weed and compete in the Olympics, but you can have a penis and compete in women's sports. So there's a record number. Tranny update, by the way. Yeah, buddy. There's a record number of LGBTQ athletes set to compete at the Tokyo Olympics. This is fucking insane. I mean, this is a behemoth dude. His Her name is Laurel Hubbard of New Zealand. Competes in women's final during the weightlifting. I mean, like what? Man,
dude, with like hair.
I mean, this bitch is. You can see her fucking bulge. What a time to be alive. More than 120 out lesbian, gay, and bisexual, transgender, queer, and God damn, how many fucking words do they have for one thing? Non-binary athletes will compete in the Tokyo Olympics, making this year's games the most inclusive hit in history, according to a new report. Yeah, we're gonna have. I love the meme with the cheetah competing in the men's 100-meter relay. The world is absolutely insane now. So I don't even want to go through this whole fucking spiel. It's like the fighter Fallen Fox. This dude who transitioned into a woman. She's still chromosomally a man. She's going into a cage and just obliterating females in a cage. And that's the same thing. I'm not sexist, but men's bone density are much higher than women, which allows us to take on more weight. That's why men can lift more weight than females. Yes, there are outliers. Are there females in the world that can probably lift more weight than me? Of course. But for the most part, men are stronger than females. Okay?
That's sexist.
I fuck them.
Especially like athletes. These are athletes. Like this dude was in the men's.
I mean, it kind of pisses me off. It makes me want to put a wig on. I won't even shave my beard. I want to put a wig on and just beat this guy's ass in the Olympics.
I have a feeling he would be idiot.
Yeah.
He's like top 20 in the men's or something like that before he did the women thing.
Yeah, so the website whose list includes athletes that have come out to the media or out on social media sites has so far counted 121 out LGBTQ athletes who are set to travel to Japan for the Olympics, which begin July 23rd. That's a significant increase from the 56 out and athletes from the out sports count at the 2016 Rio Games. So I'm going to ask you guys right now, if you're going to compete as a female in the Olympics, what sport are you taking gold in? Duncan.
I don't know. I'd probably be on the women's basketball team for sure. Put a wig on.
Yeah, you fit right in, Bob.
No, I don't think. I bet I couldn't win gold in anything as a woman.
I would pick the most obscure sport, with the least competitors, where I'd be competing against a bunch of Chinese trannies and
only transsexual. Like the rest, we don't care about the gays. I mean,
yeah,
that's what do you? Who cares? We're just saying a female that gets smoking weed. It's not that bad. It's it's not a bad thing, and they're calling it performance enhancing drug.
But you can have a dick.
Having a penis is not performance enhancing for a female. That's the whole thing that just blows my mind. But as a man in any of the female sports, I guarantee I get my shit kicked in and everything. I don't think I would win anything.
Especially in the shape you're in now, for sure.
Goddamn thing.
Beaver, what sport are you taking gold in?
I would choose to join the national bobsled team.
Yes. Have you guys ever seen the bobsled video where that guy dies and you can see his spirit leaving his body?
Is this summer or Olympics? Sorry.
Yeah, Summer Olympics.
It's the summer?
Yeah.
I don't think they have bobsledding for the summer.
No bobsledding.
No.
How long before there's trannies in the X Games?
It's gonna be everywhere.
No. I can't. I'm a call it right now. I'm gonna call it right now. Within 10 years, less than that, 5 years, there's gonna be a male in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Full blown dude in the WNBA. What if it's like LeBron? And imagine, let's LeBron on any WNBA team, they win the championship, 100%, right?
They don't lose a game; they win every single game.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Kevin Durant,
but
Anthony Davis,
almost any NBA player.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think within 10 years, you're gonna start having this at like private schools, like like high school level. Like you're gonna have like private schools who can kind of recruit, and like their women's basketball team is gonna run out. And I've said it before, and it's just gonna be like all dudes, like like transsexual. You know what I mean? Like colleges and everything.
Yeah, and my daughter's gonna be the type that,
I mean, it's a very like delicate matter too. Like people get fucking pissed about people not accepting it and stuff right now. Like,
well, fuck them, dude. It's bullshit.
It's a big, I don't know the word, like controversial thing. It's one of the biggest controversial things that's going on.
My body, my rights.
I have no problem with what you want to do in your spare time, but you are stacking the decks here. And, I don't care. I'll go back to my LeBron James big head debate, and everybody got all fucking pissy because I said that LeBron James is a woman. I'm like, well, first and foremost, men take pride in the fact that they're men and their male qualities, just like females take pride in their female qualities. Nowhere and they made the big, I remember the big comparison during this time was like, so you're saying Tamika Catchings could not beat LeBron James in a basketball game? I'm like, no. No, she could. And I hate LeBron. LeBron would fucking destroy her. Like,
I love Tamika too.
Yeah, I love Tamika. Like, this is nothing against Tamika, but let's be realistic. LeBron James is 6'8", 260, 280 pounds. He could literally just back her up and dunk on her fucking head. It's not a comparison. Like
does this work the opposite in any sport? Like, are there any sports that like women could say, I'm a dude, I identify as a man, and then go do man sports and win and beat men?
No.
Yeah, I think maybe gymnastics.
Maybe gymnastics. Yeah, good point. Cheerleading. Yeah, cheerleading competition. I don't know. That's nothing against women, but like, let's be realistic. And like I said, there's always outliers. Are there females that are better athletes than a lot of males? Of course.
Curling.
Say it again.
Curling.
Yeah, sure, whatever. But I mean, for the most part, females, their bodies are made differently. We were designed to do different things, like biologically. It's not me being sexist. It's me being honest. It's a real fucking thing. Like, and people need to get over it. But it's what a time to be alive. I just sit back and enjoy it. It gives us fucking quality content here on Highly Inappropriate.
I mean, well, you can see, like your daughter gets older and you go to like her basketball game and she's
I'll be raising hell. I'll be like, sign me up. I'll be if she's got to face a tranny on the other team, I'm gonna be fucking. I'll wear a wig and I'll be on the basketball team and I'll be hard fouling the fuck at And knowing Ella will try to fight him, like yeah, Ella don't take shit. She don't take no shit. So, whatever. Bring them on. Bring all the dudes.
The other way around, if there's a sport they could go in and dominate with the men. Gymnastics is about the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, just because I think females probably are, I would maybe more coordinated than us in certain, especially when it comes to gymnastics. Yeah, flexibility. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but like in powerlifting, like give me a fucking break. No female is going to be able to compete with a real male powerlifter. I mean, it's not even comparison. Like,
I don't want to like say the wrong thing, but like I'm pretty sure he was like top 20 before he did this. Like in like men's. Like
yeah, he's top 20 in men's, and he'll be number one as a female, and it won't even be close.
No, it's not, yeah.
Yeah, fucking insane. And like, if you stand up for this, go play in traffic. It's fucking insane. Like, whatever you want to do in your free time, whatever, I don't care. We talk about it all the time on this podcast. We have nothing against gay people. We have nothing against anything you do. I have a problem against fairness. Like, bullshit. It's bullshit. It is so frustrating. Like, it's so as a guy who has a daughter who's probably going to compete in sports, and to think this is probably going to be a norm by the time she gets, in high school sports, fucking insane. What a time to be alive. Jesus. All right, moving right along, guys.
If we call softball by itself, then maybe females would be better in that.
No.
In male no, because dude, if you've ever played, Beaver, you've played the male softball league.
I played baseball.
Guys just hit dingers.
Different pitching types.
That's why most softball leagues, they have like a 2 home run minimum, because guys can just sit back and fucking thump them over the fence.
That's mostly just slow pitch though that they do that for, not fast pitch.
Don't get me wrong though. There are definitely female softball players that are out of this fucking world.
Oh, real good. Yeah, I played with several really good
At the
softball
same
players.
time, the men softball players that are out of this world would probably be a little better.
I'd say that one it could be pretty close.
I agree with you.
I'll say that.
I mean, I'd give you that, like competitiveness.
Do you think how many females can hit a 90 mile or 99 mile per hour fast pitch baseball though? Are there?
In terms of baseball, it's just a different game than softball in terms of just the dynamics of the ball, like pitching and
softball's
like how they play.
They're like 20 feet from each other throwing that thing. Like
And how fast can a female throw a softball? What is the speeds on that?
I mean, Jenny Fitch was. I remember when they had her going up against Albert Pujols, and she was just striking them out.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
yeah.
You think too, like the directory of the ball, like coming from underneath as it's overhanded, like it's a whole different pitch directory.
Yeah, you gotta when you're playing softball too, you gotta swing different because the way the ball. I mean, I know slow pitch. I don't know about in fast, but I've never played fast pitch softball. But
you have to think, dude, that mound in softball, I mean, it's like a little league baseball mound.
Mm.
You're throwing underhanded at you about 70 miles to 80 miles an hour. I don't know,
and much closer.
Way closer, and it's fucking zooming. But,
yeah,
a softball is the answer.
Jesus Christ. All right, moving on to good news. What to watch? UFC 266, September 25th, 5 days before my 32nd birthday. My boy, Nick Diaz, makes his return, and it just happens to be right after Las Vegas or Nevada Athletic Commission comes out and says, we're no longer testing for marijuana. So, surprise, surprise, the most notorious weed smoker in MMA is coming back, and I am so fucking pumped. I mean, if you guys like watching Nate Diaz fight, a guy who will just get pummeled and just sit there and flip you off in 5 rounds, like his brother is the better version of Nate, and actually talks more shit. So I cannot fucking wait. So much anticipated return. He's going to be fighting Robbie Lawler. They last fought in 2004. It's been 17 years since their last fight. And in their first fight, surprisingly, Nick knocked him out, which, you don't see Robbie Lawler get knocked out much. So, and Nick is not a guy who quote unquote, knocks people out. He's a punches and bunches type of guy. Yeah, he knocks people out, but it's not like he throws a big right and somebody, falls the fuck over. He just pinpoint accuracy, punches you in the face. You just eventually get tired of it and fall over. But I can do what?
Are they the same size, like weight class?
Yeah. Yeah, 170. They're welterweights. So
have they ever fought each other?
Do what?
Have they ever fought each other? Like
yeah, they fought in 2004. Nick won. Nick knocked him out.
Is that a big draw?
The fight, it'll be huge. I mean, just because Nick is one of my opinion is Nick is one of the GOATs. Like,
was that a big one?
The first one, no, because they're both early 20s. I mean, they were both open comers. Like, it was a big fight to somebody like me who watched it back then. Yeah, it was a big fight. These are two guys that are going to be the face of MMA for the next 10 years. But it's just I can't fucking wait. I'm so pumped just to see Nick back. So I'm psyched for that. So make sure you tune into that shit. Also, we got new verses coming out. Did you send me info on this? Who's competing here?
Yeah, they announced it yesterday, and I don't think it'll be fair. The next one is the Locks versus Dipset.
Yeah, I didn't really care for either of them.
I'm pretty sure Dipset will kill them. We'll destroy them. Definitely have more stuff, I would say.
Yeah.
We were talking about it at work, and I can't even think of like the Locks has like those B-sides that like people know, like real hip hop heads, but they don't have like the hits, I would say. Like they were on like All About the Benjamins, on that Diddy album. That was kind of it. But Dipset has like the Hey Man, all those Kanye produced tracks that were all over the radio. Cameron, Jim Jones, Bowen, all that stuff. They'll have tons of like hits that they'll drop. Dipset runs away with it. That's my prediction on that one.
Who's your ideal verses that you would like to see?
I have 2 of them. One of them you'll probably laugh at pretty hard, but I got 2 that I would love to see. One of them is Usher versus Chris Brown. That's because I think it would just be heaters after heater. That would be so hard to judge. Like I can't pick a winner almost. That's a good one.
Yep.
And the other one is UGK and 8 Ball and MJG. Them two against each other, I think would be fucking awesome too. I mean, I know you think I'd say like Eminem versus somebody or something like that, but no, I like I want two of the same like kind of sounds, like that Southern 8 Ball and then UGK. That would be fucking awesome. And then like I said, Usher, it's like the same person in each era.
Jay-Z versus the dude that's trying to get in the hood.
Weren't 50 Cent and T.I. supposed to go at it?
Yeah, and 50 won't do it, so T.I. called out Eminem. He said he wants Eminem now. Then
yeah, T.I.'s got so many hits though. He would kill 50.
T.I. versus Eminem would actually be pretty sweet. I think.
I think it would be cool. I mean, because I think they're friendly towards each other. It'd probably be.
M would never do that. M would never do something like that. I don't think.
No.
He don't even do interviews unless it's staged interviews with people from his radio station, like with Sway.
Yeah.
And he knows every question that they're gonna ask. Like, you know what I mean? Like he never walks into a situation where he's not in like control 100%. I don't think.
He doesn't. He doesn't have to. He's at the point where he doesn't have to. You think Jay-Z takes interviews or
Yeah, Jay, he don't do it anymore either. He did that first, and then, of course M did too. But yeah, they don't have to. Like
no.
I mean, he does an interview and he makes the money off the interview because it's on his stuff. Like that's why he'll never do it. But yeah, yep. You said the UFC thing though. I want to bring up. I did buy my first UFC merch from Sugar Sean, dude. The Sugar Show is going to be my. I think that's who I'm going to pull for with your DS thing.
I mean, you picked a very electric fighter to support. He's a rising young star, and he's good as fuck, But he's hated, which is surprising. Like the Diaz brothers, there's a certain group of people. I don't know why, because they're completely authentic, and they just are who they are,
Diaz brothers can't even talk, dude. Like,
Nate struggles to talk. Nick's a little more. Nick can talk a lot better than Nate, but they're both just. I mean, they were raised in fucking Stockton. Like, there's literally two kids that grew up poor as fuck, and literally, I mean, Nate Diaz used to train you or teach jujitsu just so he could eat. Like he would basically would get free burrito. I forget the story exactly, but he would teach jujitsu for free burritos, and that's how he would train. I mean, these guys are just authentic people, and they're mean, and they've got granite chins. I mean, Nate got what is with. Beaver, is that you talking? Beaver, definitely you with the robot sex voice, by the way. Pull your thing down. Where's your microphone at, bub? Beaver, you struggling? I'm talking to you, bub.
He's looking at porn right now.
He's definitely looking at porn. He's stroking his little meat stick. Speaking of Beaver stroking his dick, this is a story from our buddies, the Hammer and Nigel show.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
That's what it was. Yep, Beaver's the robot sex.
No, that was way before I was having my phone call. Also.
No, but during your whole phone call was robot sex, Beaver. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You're forgiven.
Then what was the robot voices before I was having my phone call?
It was actually Duncan watching two robots fuck on YouTube. But there's a hooker shortage in Germany, by the way, guys. If you didn't know this, Rob Hart will never go back to Germany. But yeah, this is a true story. There's an alarming shortage of quality hookers in the country of Germany, according to experts. The number of people registered as sex workers with German authorities declined sharply last year as coronavirus restrictions shut brothels for months. So think about it, a virus that only kills people over 80 shut down brothels, but Hep C, AIDS has not yet. HIV, what a time to be alive. So legislation of prostitution in 2002 created unlimited opportunities for German residents to pursue a career in the exciting profession, which opened the door for sex workers to enjoy social benefits and good pay. Which, by the way, I am completely, not because I want to bang a hooker, but I am completely for the legalization of prostitution, because statistics show that child abductions go down, like illegal sex. I mean, like just like people are so worried about what would happen if you legalize all drugs. Statistics show that usage goes down. Like, and people get all worked up and like, oh my God, why do you want to legalize prostitution? Well, instead of paying $200 for a hooker, you can pay $35 at the red light district. And it also prevents people that have these crazy sexual urges from going out and raping people and fucking abducting your kids and doing God knows what to them. So it allows people that have those urges to go out and, feed them. You just go to the red light district and pick out whatever you want. It's like a menu at a restaurant. You want a redhead with double D's? Here you go. She's on stage 2. Go have fun. But yeah, I am definitely for the legalization of prostitution because, like, at the end of last year, 24,940 prostitutes were officially registered with authorities, according to the Federal Statistical Office, said a sharp decline from the some 40,000 registered sex workers a year before. That's because 16,000 of those hookers now have an OnlyFans account.
Probably right, but not too far off.
So, shout out to Hammer Nigel for bringing us that story. Are we getting robot sex again?
Oh, I've had robot sex for like the last 6 months, dude. You're just finally getting it too.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting the feedback. Pissing me off. I wonder if
that's the first time I'm hearing it.
I've always had robot sex.
Beaver doesn't even have his microphone on. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's worse, hooker shortage or fucking assholes coming door to door trying to tell you about the coronavirus, the COVID vaccine? Because it's a real thing. Like, and of course, all of our dipshit news stations, mainstream news stations, want to downplay it. But President Joe Biden on Tuesday said that the federal government's vaccination efforts will shift from mass vaccination sites to literally knocking on doors in some instances to get people inoculated against the coronavirus. Well, one, if you weren't skeptic beforehand and after the fact that they are offering $1 million in some states to go get the coronavirus vaccine, they're now going to come to your door to tell you they're like fucking Jehovah's Witnesses to tell you about the vaccine. And I cannot wait till they show up here because I'm going to buy a Rottweiler and just let that bastard loose.
You're not going to let the wieners loose?
Do what?
You're not going to let the wieners loose?
No, the wieners won't do anything. They'll just lick them to death, and I don't want that. I want them bastards never to come back. So I'll just, oh God, what a time to be alive, Dunk. If 2 assholes show up to your doorstep trying to sell you the COVID vaccine, Dunk, what's your response going to be?
First off, they probably will come to my house because of the curb appeal. Like they'll think that.
Yeah.
Second, I'm gonna tell them to get off my fucking porch and get out of my house.
Get the fuck out.
Which will probably be locked down because I guess there's a new strand that's not playing games, boys. And I think this season coming up, the little flu season in the fall, I think we're about to have another lockdown, guys. They canceled the Yankees game tonight due to this stuff. So, I mean, numbers are on the rise again, man. It's a real thing. It's a real thing out here in these streets. Like, you got to be careful,
Yeah, it's a real thing, but it's not dangerous unless you're over 80 and already with health problems. So, but yep, live in fear, guys. I have not lived in fear since about May of 2020, and my life's been fantastic. So
wait until the numbers are just as bad or worse, and they don't shut everything down this time. Watch that, because they won't want the economy to tank like they did before.
I mean, I don't think you. And I've said it on the show. I said, you're not going to see the economic effects of that shutdown immediately, but you're really starting to see it. We got fucking hooker shortages, for crying out loud, okay? But no, there's shortages everywhere. Like, me and my brother are trying to start. Well, my brother is starting a youth football league here in Morristown, and we're trying to buy football equipment, and you cannot get anything. Like, everything is short. Like that. I mean, same instance. My brother sells cars.
Like myself?
You sell cars, Beaver?
No, you said everything was short.
Yeah, like your dick. But yeah, like they can't even keep cars on the lot right now because I mean, you're literally seeing like the lack of production over the last year is taking effect, and the economic effects of this. And like, listen, I'm not one of the assholes. Like, I feel like you are completely responsible for your health. So, I feel bad for anybody that was affected by it, but I am 30 years old. I have not been sick in 3 years. I take good care of my body. I eat right. I work out. What the government should be doing instead of spending billions of dollars on advertising for a vaccine, they should be telling Americans to stop eating fucking potato chips and to take a vitamin D pill every day, because that would go so much farther than this bullshit. But like, that'll never happen because money's involved. But
The vitamin D shortage, dude.
the vitamin D shortage. I hope not. Beaver's got some D shortage there, bub. So crazy times we're living in. I hope these fuckers show up at my house though.
Can't get parts to even build cars. We were off. They shut down work next 2 days. Like, our production's way down. Like, we can't literally have no parts to do anything.
Seriously?
We need Tom Zelensky for that.
Oh my god,
Fucking crazy, dude.
Well, at least you got time to sit back and watch Peyton Manning pitch at the All-Star game, bub.
Yeah.
What was your impression of this?
Terrible, absolutely the worst.
I
wind-up
was-
pitch
I
I've
was-
ever seen in my head. Like, you can just tell the dead baby's in his neck. Like, he can't even move his head anymore, dude.
That neck, that whole thing, his whole neck is fused. I mean, like,
he's this.
Oh,
poor guy. I love him though. Don't get me wrong. I'll kill for Peyton Manning.
Yeah, I will. I will go to fight if I walked into a bar and somebody jumps Peyton Manning. I'm jumping in with them. You know.
How does it make you feel that Peyton is now the face of Denver and not Indianapolis?
I mean, I think it's bullshit. Like, and I love that every time they show a graphic of Peyton be going to the Hall of Fame, they're like, they show him in a Denver jersey. I'm like, he played 13 fucking years here versus 4 there. Okay, guys.
Think of that. The All-Star game in Colorado. Who do they get for the first pitch?
Peyton Manning. Of course. I mean, like, which is crazy, by the way. I mean, you know, Denver is, I would say, a bigger sports town than Indy, maybe. Yes, probably.
I mean, they got baseball. They got every sport. We don't, you know.
Yeah. But that being said, Peyton Manning literally is, I mean, you know, we've talked about on the show before. Without Peyton Manning, the skyline of Indy literally looks different. Like, and you got him out here pitching for the fucking Rockies, throwing not heaters. I mean, I want
hopped it on the first pitch.
he hopped it pretty bad.
6'8" laser rocket arm is not supposed to one hop it from the mound.
Not supposed to one hop it. I mean, it bounced up and smacked the catcher's sack, I think. So, I mean, that's not a good look, Peyton. So, hopefully you redeem himself. How far do you think Peyton Manning can throw a football right now?
I get one out there about 40, 50 probably.
Do you think about like 50 seconds to come down, but
do you think you can throw a football farther than Peyton Manning can right now?
Right now? No. You kidding me?
I think I can.
No, you could not, dude.
Farther for sure. I mean, I can toss a fucking football. I ain't gonna go in the right spot, but I can
No
toss
way
one.
you could throw a football right now farther than Peyton Manning.
Dunk, we got fucking Uncle Rico on this show now.
He's fucking 45 years old, bro, and he's got dead babies in his neck.
Like, there's no fucking way. I would bet my fucking life on it. I'd bet all my AMC stock on it, dude.
How much you bet? How much you want to bet I could toss a football 60 yards?
An NFL-sized football.
Yeah, 60 yards.
No, you can't.
I guarantee it. I threw one 50 yards at 19, and I'm fucking twice as strong now.
I could walk up to Peyton.
Not only do I think you can't throw it 60 yards, I think I will outthrow you.
No, easy pass punt and bullshit.
Right, hey.
I bet you $100 that I can outthrow you.
People forget.
Hey, listen. Hey, once I outthrow your ass, I'm taking that fucking ribbon home with me, bitch.
Is this a highly inappropriate challenge?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm talking NFL-sized football too.
Oh, what do you think? I'm throwing a fucking Nerf football? You think I'm Michael Vick in this motherfucker out the stadium?
No, Mickey Mouse Wilson from fucking Walmart. I'm talking. I want a fat boy, like big NFL football.
Yeah,
like,
go get you. What's it called? The fat boy? No, what is the actual name of the football called?
A Duke. Get a Duke.
I'll get a Duke.
Duke out there.
I'll Duke your fucking.
We are gonna have to make this happen.
Oh, I'll smell the glass.
I will judge this competition.
I think I'm going to go to the national punt, pass, and kick contest as a female. I identified myself as a female and go to the national.
Oh, you'll win, Bob. That's the play right there. I think
I would lose. I
think between we're going to talk about this here in a minute. Between you competing as a female in the pass, punt, kick.
Dude, could you imagine the content that if we just went to some random like women's contest thing and just
I'm
said,
telling you, just put a wig on with a beard going, like you don't even shave the beard,
wig, and said that we identify as women,
and don't even shave the beard.
The whole thing and just like how they treated us. Could you imagine the content? Dude?
Oh, it would be so great. Like, oh yeah, I'm in.
Like a
I'm all in.
cooking contest or something, and just make like hot dogs.
I swear, I'll go. I'll do it. I'll put a wig on. I won't even shave the beard. I won't even pretend. I won't even talk like a female.
Yeah. Not shave, nothing.
Nothing. I won't even shave my back. I'll go
You won't
short.
even shave his sack.
Yeah, sack. Yeah, sack needs shave. By the way, you guys did watch the fights? Obviously, you talked about Sugar Sean and Molly. For the first time, I will say Jake Paul did something that I thought was pretty funny, and he bought this $100,000 NyQuil Conor McGregor chain is heading to Dustin Poirier. By the way, so he showed it off before the fight. It's
more to the fight. He had it made too, by the way.
Yeah, pretty cool. It's Conor. It's Conor in the position after he got knocked out by Poirier. He's holding the bottle of NyQuil, and it's a diamond chain. And even his shorts that Conor's wearing is diamonds. So, pretty cool. And he decided to, after the fight, to mail it to Dustin Poirier, and Poirier's going to auction it off on his website for his charity. So that's pretty badass. I might have to go and bid on this fucking thing.
No way that you get it. You know, the bids are going to be huge.
You think so? Yeah,
Yep.
I guarantee it. It's going to go for way over 100K.
Did you see the like what Poirier, what he said to him? Like he asked if he wanted it, and he was like, "Send it my way."
Yep.
Hey, do you want me to break the ankle off, or are you gonna do? Or you want it?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I mean, and for all the Conor fans out there, hey, you know what? Sometimes you talk shit, and God delivers you some karma. My favorite thing is he literally said that Dustin Poirier was going to leave, and you know, I'm all for some good spirited trash talk, but the minute you go after somebody's family, you lose all respect to me. I mean, you just don't. I mean, you gonna talk shit to somebody's wife? What's she gonna do? She can't do anything. Like, she's a fuck. You know, come on.
Pretty douchey. But as far as the ankle though, he said he had a stress fracture going into the fight from camp.
Every fight, I'm telling you right now, if you've ever competed in MMA, every fighter goes into every fight with some sort of injury. Like you can't spar every day in practice and not come out unscathed, you know? So like, you know, I don't want to hear the fucking why. Every fighter goes into a fight injured some way, shape, or form. And if your ankle is literally stress fractured, he's literally throwing his entire body behind these kicks. Like, and it happened. Like, people want to debate when the actual break happened, but when Dustin, he checked one of his first kicks, actually checked the kick. There's a hard part on the outside of your knee. There's a really hard bone there, and you just basically, to check a kick, you basically lift up your leg and you turn it a little bit, and it forces somebody to kick that hard part of your knee right there. And Dustin even pointed at him afterwards. He goes, he either felt or heard his leg crack. And I mean, of course, after he threw a couple more kicks, and actually the last one he threw connected with his elbow, and they say that's what, you know, caused the break. Well, I mean, it sucks to suck, but you know, you talk shit about Poirier, you say he's going to leave on a stretcher, you say you're going to kill the guy, and you leave on a stretcher. So karma's a bitch, man, and this motherfucker's still talking shit. I can't wait. He's probably going to fight Nate Diaz next. Diaz is going to box his fucking face off, and I hope Conor retires. You know, I think Conor makes the lightweight picture interesting, but I'm just tired of his antics. You know, if you're going to fight,
I mean, most people, that's probably one of their biggest pay-per-views of the year because he's on it. You know what I mean? He's still the pool. Like,
yeah, but I mean, because you got a bunch of casual dipshits that's all they fucking watch. That's all they know is Conor McGregor. But like, if you get on stage and you keep talking shit and you just keep getting knocked out, people are like, okay, this guy's kind of full of shit here. So.
How about Rogan, dude? Interview by any means necessary.
Yes, dude. I did not necessarily agree with that. I've seen Rogan, like, reminds me of the DC interview after he got knocked out. Like, DC is literally bawling his eyes out, and Rogan's over there interviewing it. I mean, Rogan can't help but, you know, he's got guys in the ear saying, hey, go get the interview. And at the time, you know, you're so hyped up, you want to get the content. But,
oh, man, yeah.
Hey, and credit to Conor. I will say, for you to have your fucking leg broken in half and you're still promoting the fight, cool, but not cool. If you're gonna sit there and like fucking talk shit about the guy's wife after he just, and and a lot of Conor fans are like, that wasn't a 10-8 round. Okay, I get it. If only one judge scores it a 10-8 round and you want to contest it, okay, but two judges scored that a 10-8 round. Conor was getting his face mauled on the fucking canvas, okay? And anybody that thinks that fight would have went any different if it went on, I'll sell you a fucking I'll sell you a fucking oceanfront property in Shelby County. If you literally think Conor won that fight, it would. The first round is Conor's is his best round. He had no chance to win that fight. I will go on to say, in 100, if they fought 100 times, Dustin Poirier would win 100 times, no doubt, guarantee it. He's just a different level of fire. Dustin Poirier with Khabib retired, he is the best lightweight in the world, in my opinion. So, talk your shit, stupid Conor, casual fucking MMA fans. You guys are stupid. But, yeah. So, there's that. Can't wait till he's back. He's going to get beat up again. Also, Jake Paul news. He's fighting Tyrone Woodley next, which, interesting. They make a bizarre tattoo-related bet. So, the loser has to get I love... So, for instance, if Woodley loses this fight, he has to get I love Jake Paul tattooed on his body. And vice versa. If Jake Paul loses, he has to get I love Tyrone Woodley tattooed on his body. Stakes are high. And I don't
even know who Tyrone Woodley is.
He's a bad motherfucker. He was a lightweight champion for many years. A little past his prime. That's the only thing that worries me is his past his prime. The other thing that worries me about this fight is
old and past their prime, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't trust this promotion. Like, I don't trust that they aren't paying these guys off to take But Woodley is the type of guy that he's got pride, I don't see Woodley taking a payday to lose this fight. Yeah. So Woodley said that after speaking to Paul at a pre-fight press conference on Tuesday. At a time you said that, I'm like, damn, that sounds appetizing. I didn't want to let you get that moment, so he agreed to get the tattoo. So. We'll see here. I'm excited for that. So that's happening later this year. Beaver, your girl Britney Spears is allowed to hire her own lawyer now. She may finally be free. And my question, you guys, I mean, this is, I don't really want to talk about the story. We just went over it 2 weeks ago. But I do want to ask you guys, when Britney finally gets out of this conservatorship, what's the play here? Does she just completely quit? Does she completely quit fame altogether and kind of go live her life, takes her money and fucks off? Or does she have like an 18-year-old relapse where she just becomes like this ultra whore again, like in the middle, like just, in fame? What do you think?
She's definitely going young Britney again.
You think she's going young Britney and showing her tits on stage and stuff, making out with people? This is great.
Oh, yeah.
She looks rough, dude. She looks rough on Instagram.
She looks like a 40-year-old trailer parkour. I mean,
I still got love for Britney.
She got a boyfriend that she wants to marry, and they're not letting them get married. So I'm gonna go the opposite route and say that she ends up marrying their boyfriend that she's had for a while
and disappears.
And they disappear pretty much. Not really disappear, like to still be the
happily ever after.
She'll just have the money. She has no access to the money or anything.
I mean, think about it. When you got as much money as she has, like, you could literally live the rest of your life and just travel where the fuck you want. You could literally do where the fuck you want. If you're smart, you make the right investments, you could literally, let's say hypothetically she's got X million dollars. You buy so many rental properties, you could literally pay yourself thousands of dollars a month, and you just thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, and you just fuck off. Like, that's the dream. Like, she's got nothing to prove to anybody. I mean, maybe she wants to make more music, but I don't see it happening. I agree. She's going to get married, and she's going to fuck off, and we're never going to see her again.
Not even fuck with houses, dude. Like, hire a property manager, and not even, like, literally all you do is make money off of it.
Yeah, you just collect a check every month.
Somebody don't even have to get your tenants, just a property manager that puts people in there, fucking gets the rent, fixes shit. You have a little side thing.
And then they're out.
That's the dream.
Speaking of disappearing, like, not only is Britney Spears going to disappear, but I have a big feeling that Elliot Beaver will be leaving this show too, because the Tiger King, Joe Exotic, launches the Bachelor King contest to find new husband. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. The motherfucker's in prison. But yeah, I hope he gets out, because the show would be electric. I mean, just think about the content you're going to get here. Beaver, I think you should submit. You have to submit. I think that is a rule. I'll even produce it, Beaver. I'll come over. We'll shoot this motherfucker. I'll edit it for you. Joe Exotic, the star of the Netflix series Tiger King, who's behind bars for plotting to have the owner of Tampa's Big Cat Rescue killed That's that bitch Carol Baskin's right over there.
I already have my opening line prepared.
What's that?
Hey Joe, I hear you like some big cats. Well, I'm a big fan of big cats too. And then I show my kitties.
And you pull your pussy out.
Have your kitties on your lap during the thing.
Beaver, you should be naked with the cats on your lap, just petting the cat. Real.
A cat.
You're in, Bob.
Petting it.
Yeah, just don't off yourself like his last husband on the next documentary. That'd be awful.
If you really should do it because you don't have to fuck him because he's in jail. So like you just do it and play it.
Watch, Beaver wins the contest. A week later, Joe Exotic gets out of jail.
Beaver files for divorce.
Bob, Beaver, you gotta file. You gotta get out quick, Bob. Take him for all you got.
You got me in this mess. You're the one getting me out.
Yeah, Exotic, whose real name is Joseph Maldonado Passage, launched a Bachelor King contest this month in hopes that he'll find a new husband.
Where's he locked up at?
I don't know. I think he might have got.
It was like Oklahoma, wasn't it?
Yeah. I didn't see here.
Just saying, if our show blows up because Beaver wins Bachelor King, that'd be fucking awful.
we would change the name of the show to Bachelor King.
His name would on his little screen would say
Bachelor King.
No, it's
Joe Exotic's husband.
Mr. Exotic.
Yeah, Mr. Exotic. Launched the Bachelor King contest this month in hopes that he'll find a new husband. According to a news release posted to Exotic's website, men who are 18 and older, Beaver, that's you, can fill out an application to become the next romance in Joe's new life. The top 3 applicants will win a romantic getaway with the Tiger King once he's released from prison. Beaver, you gotta, which means I love, because this, if you ever watch a documentary, which all of America watch this documentary, the fact that 3 people win, Beaver, this is your chance to have an orgy with somebody famous. It's going to be with 3 other gay dudes, but whatever, bub. You got to take one for the team.
Can't be too picky these days.
What does this getaway consist of, Beaver? Just imagine you're like in the middle of a tiger cage. You got literally exotic animals just circling the thing, and you're getting plowed by Joe Exotic. I'm so excited for you, Beaver. You're in. I'm gonna create the video.
Apparently, Joe's in, according to you.
Joe will be in. Yeah, Joe Exotic is currently serving a 22 years prison sentence after being convicted of animal abuse and murder for hire plot against Carol Baskin, who owns Big Cat Rescue in Tampa. The rivalry between Exotic and Baskin was a subject of Tiger King.
So it's Florida.
Yeah.
Even better.
The Tiger King star was requested a pardon from former President Donald Trump last year and had been expecting a pardon before Trump left office. He did not, however, end up getting the presidential pardon. Surprise. But now, according to Exotic's website, his legal team believes he'll be out of prison soon. Joe Exotic's criminal attorney, John Phillips, and his office of attorneys out of Jacksonville, Florida, is confident with all the new evidence that has been obtained, proving conspiracy, obstruction of justice, perjury by federal agents and witnesses, in addition to prosecutor misconduct, and the federal judge being a longtime friend of one of the main witnesses in Joe's case, he will be free by the end of the year, if not sooner. So, Beaver, here's your chance, man, to be famous, to get some money. Beaver, I think you fuck him at least once. You get a divorce.
Does he really have money after, like, so much? I thought he went bankrupt and all that.
If he gets out, he's going to be loaded. He's going to be on every goddamn talk show. Like, give me a break. Yeah, he's loaded. Yeah. You're talking, you understand, this documentary literally hit Netflix as soon as we all got locked up. All of America bonded over Tiger King. It's
until, I mean, he'll be your definition of like tax invasion, and he'll go broke again.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'm a financially.
He'll probably go to prison again.
Finds in the whole thing.
Yeah, after we find Beaver disappears, murdered. Yeah.
Financially recover from this.
Yeah.
Remember when he walked in, he's like, don't worry, we had an attack. I'm going to give everybody refunds.
Yeah.
Just casual after somebody got killed. An old dude that blew his fucking brains out. Like,
oh, God. The opportunity to start a romantic relationship with now famous Joe Exotic, the Tiger King, is open for discussion, as Joe is going to waste no time in getting started with his new life when released. The announcement continues. Applications for the Bachelor King can be found on Joe Exotic's website. I'm going to fill it out for you, Beaver.
I appreciate you very much. So
The contest is open now through September 25th, and winners will be announced on October 6th. I have been
by
through
your
hell and
birthday.
oh my God. And I intend on making my new life something I have always dreamed of. And I wanted to spend it with somebody that can take a relationship serious and be in love and enjoy it. Beaver, you're a perfect match, man. This is perfect. I mean, the best part is, like, I'm friends with Joe Exotic on Facebook, and so I can hook you guys up. I think I got an in. You know, I'll shoot him a message on Facebook. But the best thing is he put out a post about, like, his current husband leaving him, essentially. Like, you know, like he was pissed, like he feels like, you know, that he was in on it, essentially. Like, his husband's turning on Beaver, so you can be his shoulder to lean on, okay? You know, you might have to take the Tiger King's
I'm
dick.
really loving how far we're going with this. Like me.
Yeah, I
being in
mean,
a
Beaver, you
relationship.
just gotta fuck him one time. I mean, that's a rule.
Only once, all right?
I mean, you gotta, I mean, just one time. So, also, Megan Fox says she went to hell during drug experience with Machine Gun Kelly. So, interesting. By the way, there's a new documentary I seen on YouTube about, where's it at here? Ayasaka, is that the name? How do you pronounce that drug? Is it Ayasaka? Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
IHOP.
I'm struggling right now. Yeah, so actress Megan Fox recently shared how she psychologically went to hell for eternity. So essentially, she took a psychedelic, and she realized she was dating Machine Gun Kelly. So that was her description of hell. Yeah. So the Midnight of Switchgrass star dished on the adventure to guest host Arsenio Hall on Monday's Jimmy Kimmel Live. About halfway through the TV interview, Fox revealed that she and the Tickets to My Downfall singer took I cannot pronounce this fucking for some reason. As part of the trippy getaway, it is a ceremonial South American brew that contains the psychoactive chemical DMT. So she essentially took DMT. It's basically a brew. They, you know, these little these South American tribes have this little brew they make up, and they trip balls. And she apparently went to hell, because we talked about this on a few episodes ago about how you can have a bad trip, like, as it exposes your ego. It makes you see that you're not the center of the universe. It makes you see that we're all.
What's the chances that this little tribe fucking dude, after she drank that and was out cold for 15 minutes?
Yeah, probably
Sneaky peek.
Oh, just took a little sneaky peek. I mean, hey, good for him, man. You know. No, we don't condone that here on Highly Inappropriate. But hey, you know what? Opportunist, man. And my computer's frozen. So, yeah. She says she went to hell, which is very interesting. Which, I mean, it's probably a preview where she's going to end up. Let's be honest here. So they were with 20 other strangers, the actress recalled, and you all line up at the edge of the rainforest over this weird fence. You drink the lemongrass tea until you, by your own volition, just vomit everything out. So this makes you vomit. Then basically you start tripping out. The subsequent drug trip was seemingly unlike anything the actress has experienced before, going by her vivid recap. She said they did the drug for 3 nights. It was incredibly intense. Everybody's journey is different. The second night, I went to hell for eternity. Well, apparently not, bitch. You're still here. And just knowing eternity is torture in itself, because there are no beginning, end, or a middle or end, so you had a real ego death. It's your own psychological hell, basically. So she probably just got a peek into her fucking soul. And my suggestion is, hey, bitch, you better change your ways. You know, I can't stand Megan Fox. Of course, you know, she's gorgeous, but like, her political views, she's a fucking commie. Can't stand her. If you ever get a chance, go to just research some of the things that Megan Fox has said about basically middle America, you know, small town people like Chris Duncan there in Carthage, Indiana. So she don't think very highly of you, Chris. All right. Also, how about the Burger King employees who just left a viral message on?
Dunk okay?
Do what?
Is Dunk okay? I saw him like staring for like.
He just took a little Ayasaka himself and he's tripping out.
Yeah, it took a little Asawaki.
He's fucking tripping balls over there. Awesome. So Burger King left on their big ass sign, or it says, "We all quit. Sorry for the inconvenience." So in the middle of June, Nebraska was struck with a heat wave, with temperatures soaring into the 90s and 100s inside one of Burger King in Lincoln. It felt much worse. Rachel Flores, the general manager of the location, told BuzzFeed News that working the lunch rush amid the hot fires left her employees beet red after they struggled in the heat. I do not feel sorry for you bitches. I used to work in the hot-ass kitchen at Jim Dandy's. There was no air conditioning. It was always 89 degrees in there. I'm 16 years old. It's my first fucking job, sweating my balls off every day. Like, half the time, I'd be the only cook in that motherfucker. They'd be packed, asses to elbows in that bitch. And I'd be hopping around there like Richard Simmons trying to get people their fucking food. And nobody wants to work nowadays. Like, nowhere you go. Like, the restaurants are closing early. It's fucking ridiculous. And these bitches are quitting because it gets too hot, okay? Pussies. Okay, according to Flores, her supervisors were not pleased about her leaving work due to the heat. She claims he told her she was being a baby, making excuses, and not doing her job. She said that when she escalated up to the chain of command, a higher-up accused her of lying. Burger King Corporate and its parent company, Restaurant Brands International, did not return numerous requests for comment on these allegations, and calls to the Lincoln store went unanswered. That was the last straw for Flores. She put in her 2 weeks, and one by one, at least 8 of the location's 13-person crew quit at the same time. So on July 10th, departing employees left the final message on the outdoor sign, "We all quit." So imagine showing up to Burger King, you want your fucking Whopper, and there's no Burger King. Beaver, what do?
Order chicken fingers.
Yep, you go to Chick-fil-A. That's solves that problem. Sorry, Burger King. We're losing out, man.
The big thing now that pisses me off is when you show up, you go to these places to get something quick, you need to get in and out, and they're like, sorry, drive-thru's closed. If you want anything, you got to come inside.
Bob, I went to Taco Bell yesterday in Shelbyville, and it literally looks like they took all the toppings. And this is no joke. It looked like they took everything that went in our order and just threw it in a bag. There was tacos weren't even wrapped, and it was a fucking mess. And I'm like, one, who trains these motherfuckers? Two, there was no goddamn line, so it's not like they were in a fucking hurry. Like, and these assholes want $15 an hour. Like, oh my God, I could go on and on. Like, I cannot stand today's modern liberal who thinks that people are just entitled to fucking everything. Because these assholes, they can't even fucking wrap a goddamn taco. They're not worth $5 an hour, okay? I mean, I can get illegal Mexicans to work for $3 an hour, and they'll at least wrap my goddamn taco. They're at least not going to throw my fucking taco in the bag and leave my lettuce all, like, it's fucking ridiculous. What a time to be alive, guys. What a time to be alive. Just relishing it. We got assholes showing up to our doorstep trying to give us COVID signs. Chris Duncan thinks he can throw a fucking football farther than me. It's crazy times we're living in here, guys.
The pigskin over the mountains.
It's about to get crazier, okay, guys, because I got a great Ask an Idiot question for you this week. Would you rather lose your sex organs forever or gain 200 pounds? Elliot Beaver.
What? Gain 200 pounds?
I don't ever use my sex organs.
So probably Beaver, you want to gain 200 pounds then, okay?
I mean, I figured I would be losing my sex organs.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be mad. I mean, by this time, you think it would fall out. You went this long without using it at all. You think your dick would have fallen off by now, but you still got it. Oh man, I don't know. I think my sex organs just get me in trouble. But if I cut them off, the girlfriend's leaving me, so I got to gain 200 pounds. I think. I mean, that's my only option, I guess. Dunk, you don't have sex anyway, so.
If I gain 200 pounds, I'm like 450, dude.
Yeah, you're pretty stealthy.
I wouldn't get out of bed, probably. But that's so.
Just play video games the rest of your life. Get
probably
picked by the government.
Diabetes.
You could file disability.
Diabetes immediately if I gain 200 pounds. You gotta think, dude. I'm probably 230, 240, 250-ish. I fluctuate in between those 20 pounds.
It depends on how much video games you played that week.
And I'm a thick motherfucker, dude. 200 pounds, that I wouldn't be able to walk, breathe. Man, that would be rough, dude. That would be rough. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I'd probably go ahead and cut off the sex organs and just start playing female sports.
Start competing in women's weightlifting.
Yeah, and just train and train as much as I could. And
that's the spirit, Dunk.
Yeah, make the most of it. Look on the bright side.
Oh yeah, but you got to, man.
Yeah, I could not 450, dude. I wouldn't be able to work. I wouldn't be able to fit in my car.
You don't have to. You just sit at home and play video games all day. You collect disability from the government. It's the American dream. There's a new American.
Pretty sweet.
The American dream is not dead, guys. You just become worthless, and the government will pay you to stay at home.
That would be pretty sweet to be 450 just playing games and shit. But at the same time, like, I would be as big as the people on like the the TV shows like TLC, like
The Biggest Loser. That's
no, just the fat shows, like when they're like stuck in the bed. You know what I mean? All that stuff. I would be on that. Dude, I would be 450 pounds, dude. That's humongous.
You big son of a bitch.
I'd be the whole screen. Like I'd be.
We'd have to back up that camera for you and Josh to fit in the same podcast.
I'd be 6'4", 6'5".
You'd have to get new chairs.
450, dude. No way. I could not. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't even be able to go up the stairs at my house, dude.
You just install one of those chairs, those mobile chairs.
Matt, you would. I mean, you're probably what 180 ish.
No, I'm 205.
Yeah, you'd be 405, dude. You'd be a little fucking butterball too, dude. You'd be fat.
Oh yeah, I'd be huge. Yeah.
Girls leaving you no matter what. Your dick cut off, or if you're 405.
I mean, if I'm 405, I'm not gonna be able to see my dick no more. So I mean, like, no chance.
Look at that though. You right now 405. It'd be absolutely not fun, dude. That'd be terrible. Hey, that's something we need to do too. Does it cost money to rent fat suits? We should.
I think we should rent sumo suits.
Just like fat suits, like the weighted fat suits, and make ourselves like 400 or 500 pounds.
Just to see what it's like.
Just go out for a day.
We should do the sweaty fat fucks that Jackass did. Like, we'll just go out,
act real fat, and just see how people treat us. Like,
treat us like third world. You know, we'll see how that goes. I'm in. I'm all in. We'll do it next weekend.
Go canoeing and flip our boats.
People won't fit in the fucking kayak. Poor, I'd have to resuscitate Beaver if he flipped 400 pounds, flipped in his kayak. He'd float right to the goddamn bottom of that river. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
every week
200 pounds would be rough.
All right, so the verdict in, we're all going to gain some weight here. So
I said cut off my dick.
Okay, Beaver, you're cutting.
I said cut off my dick too. Boy.
All right, I'm keeping my dick, I guess. I'm keeping.
You were the fat ass.
Yeah, I'm playing female sports.
Me and Dunk both going to join the female sports.
Yeah, me and Beaver are going to be like a fucking duo volleyball team.
Power lifter.
Destroyed. We'd have to find something else duo to do.
You guys should be like curly. Be on the curling team. Like,
actually, Dunk, that's another good one that probably females.
Men, yeah. Does volleyball?
Yep.
Yep.
Another one there.
Yeah.
I would get I'd find like an obscure sport to become like the king of, like the spear throwing. What is that? Javelin throwing? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've thought about I want to find a sport that's just like nobody plays, and I want to become really good at it.
Disc golf. Get real good at disc golf right now. It's the future. Literally, you fat fucking go out there and just get good at throwing a frisbee. I mean, it's starting to get on ESPN. It's getting wings, getting legs.
Yeah. There we go. Disc golf. I was thinking badminton. No.
You're built for it too, actually, Matt. You're like kind of a strong upper body, agile. You know, you're like cardio. Your cardio is good.
Yeah.
You throw a pigskin over them mountains.
Learn to throw a frisbee pretty. I'm telling you, you would be decent. And there's a really good course in Rushville, like a good one. I would meet you.
Frisbee golf course in Rushville. They can barely afford.
Don't forget about it, dude. The fucking discer tossers or something like that's their name, and it's like a group I'm in and stuff. Buddies from work, and they have like a league and everything, dude. It's legit.
I'll come out there one day with you for sure.
It's legit.
I'm in. Every week on Highly Inappropriate, our last segment, and it's since day one, we go straight to Google. We type in a Florida man, and whatever pops up, we read about, and it never ceases to disappoint, because this week on a Florida man is accused of stealing a gator from a golf course, threw it around to teach it a lesson. Wow. A Florida man who stole an alligator from a miniature golf course, swung it around by its tail, and threw it into the air, claimed he was teaching the reptile a lesson. You don't do drugs, by the way. Police said they were patrolling a South Atlantic Avenue around. Just imagine being in a place, living in a place where you can play putt-putt golf with your family, and a fucking alligator will just come up and hang out with you. Like, I'm in. I'm moving to Florida.
Gotta be like a prop on the course, dude.
No, it's a real fucking alligator. Yeah, police said they were patrolling a South Atlantic Avenue around 3:20 a.m. Okay, Thursday first off, where can I play putt-putt golf at 3:20? That's Thursday when they saw a man later identified as William Hodge attempting to throw a live gator onto the roof of a building. What the fuck? That's messed up. Hodge 32 grabbed the creature by its tail and hit it against a building awning. Dude, why you fucking being mean to animals? I hate that shit. According to the affidavit, he's also accused of slamming into the ground and stomping on it twice. I hope this fucking alligator eats his fucking methed up ass. Like, Jesus Christ. Throwing the alligator over his shoulder and then onto the ground. Officers said they approached Hodge after seeing him throw the alligator, and he immediately put his hands up to surrender and was taken to custody. Yeah, good, you fucking asshole, and hope some fucking 8-foot tall black guy pounds your ass in prison. You know, he admitted that he jumped a fence onto the alligator enclosed at a miniature golf course and stole the gator after wrestling with it, records show. When asked why he abused the animal, he claimed he was teaching it a lesson, according to the affidavit. What lesson are you teaching the alligator, asshole? Hodge was taken to the public safety department, tried to flood the holding cell by balling up toilet paper to clog the toilet bowl and drain on the floor, record show. So this guy's definitely on drugs for sure. He's facing charges of animal cruelty, possessing or injuring an alligator, unarmed burglary, and criminal mischief. Wow. What the fuck?
That's insane, dude.
I'm gonna be honest. This might be, of all of our weeks of doing highly inappropriate, this might be one of the absolute best lineup of stories this week. I mean, it's just off the fucking chart. We got Megan Fox overdosing on psychedelics, Burger King's quitting, Bieber's gonna be Joe Exotic's future husband. Wow, Peyton Manning cannot throw a baseball. What a time to be alive, guys! And speak of the devil.
Hey, to add to the Florida man, though, did you see the kid that turned the teacher in because
I couldn't find the story anywhere?
Performance or whatever.
Yeah, I tried to look.
They did that. We'll have to find it for next week.
Yeah, we'll find it. Essentially, prelude to next week. Apparently, some kids turned on their teacher. Of course, they hooked up with the teacher and turned her in because her sexual performance was not up to par. So, come back next week. And thank you so much, Josh, for joining us, guys. Thank you, Josh. Say hello. Did you get your
Can we get a toilet update?
Can we get a shitter update real quick?
Yeah, it's in. It's good. Hasn't been broken in yet, though. Gonna wait for that for a few minutes.
Well, Dunk can show you a good place to get a milkshake that will allow you to break that motherfucker in tonight. If you want to go ahead and break in that brand new piece of porcelain, clog that son bitch up. That way we have to buy you a brand new toilet next week. So. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on Highly Inappropriate. We'll be back next week. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcasting app, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, whatever you want to use. Also on YouTube, like the video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the bell. That way you're notified every time we upload a video. And also, like us on the socials. Twitter needs love, at Highly Inappropriate Podcast. Our Instagram needs love, at Highly Inappropriate Podcast. Our Facebook needs love, HI Entertainment, or at Highly Inappropriate Entertainment. And finally, it only took me 6 months, guys. We finally have a fucking website, and I'm so excited for it. That's hi-entertainment.com, hi-entertainment. A few of us are going to be writing blogs, talking shit on there. And now that we have our own website, we have a home. So if Facebook decides to block us again, hey, Facebook, go fuck yourself, because now we can put our show wherever the fuck we want. So thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back next week. Deuces, bitch.
Yes.
Later.